Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Muriel, this asshole by Muriel. And excuse the angle, y'all. This is the only way I was able to get this little camera thing to stay up. But anyway, I'm coming with y'all. I'm coming at y'all with a video to tell y'all what's going on with me right now in this little nursing world. I want to say thank you to everyone. Oh, excuse me. Everyone who watched my video about my cruise. That was my first cruise. I really enjoyed myself, and we're actually planning to take another cruise probably in December. I do have a couple friends and family who have never been on a cruise, so I was like, I went on it, and I can tell them about how things are on the cruise. Anywho, y'all, in this nursing world, I am back kind of the square one. So I've been submitting for acute care travel positions, and I limit myself to where I can actually go because I don't want to be too far away from home. And with me limiting myself, that limits the money and the offers that are being made out there, like the rates, is just not worth it for me to go somewhere where I actually have to pay for lodging. Now, if I have family members there and I can give them, shoot them a few $100s a week, it would be worth it. But like these rates that I'm seeing are like $3,200 a week. Once you pay somebody, say you give somebody $250, $300, say you give somebody like $250 or $300 a week for lodging, then you get taxes taken out. I'm really going to only be getting maybe about, out of that $3,200, after I pay for lodging and all that, I might be bringing in maybe about 25, probably about 25, 26. That's not worth it to me to be away from home, y'all, because I can make about 24 just staying local. I may have to work 4 shifts instead of just working 3 shifts, but 4 shifts would be worth it for me to be able to be home. So, y'all, I've been doing long-term care. I've kind of settled in with the fact that, I'm back doing long-term care. Y'all know that was me. That's me anyway. I prefer long-term care. But now I'm running back into the situation where I keep getting rejected, denied, called off for shifts. And y'all, that is really working on my nerves because it's messing with my money. Like, I've already had to start dipping into the money I had saved from the 6-7 weeks I had from traveling. So what I decided to do is I'm going to do some like part-time PRN as staff on jobs, just to make sure my money is guaranteed. Because if I have shifts out there and I got $2,400 worth of shifts that I went on the apps for, but then 2 of them get rejected, that's knocking me down by, half of my money, and that really hurts me. I need something more guaranteed. So about a week ago, I did application for float nurse for one of the medical acute facilities here where I live, and I did the phone interview. They actually liked what they heard, and they hired me. So now I am headed to finish, doing the paperwork for that facility. I was kind of skeptical because y'all know I don't like acute care, but I was like, I want to be able to keep my feet wet in acute care. I don't want to be separated from it for too long, just in case rates start picking back up. Say when the wintertime come, I don't want to be so far removed from acute care that the last time I worked in it was March, and say I get say I'm up for something in August, September, October. I don't want to be so far removed from it. So I'll be a float nurse here at one of the local facilities, but I will float between a couple of their facilities and a couple of different units. So that's good. I get to work with a different patient population because I won't just be on med surge. I'll actually be on other units. I have to go get my ACLS because that is required of me. So I will be training for my ACLS, taking the class to get ACLS certified. They also want me to be PALS certified, which I don't know why, because I don't want to work with P's, but I have to get PALS certified as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Also, and with that being a float nurse, if you don't know, float nurses for facilities get paid at a much higher rate than PRN, part-time, and staff. So I'm hoping my rate for that will be matching what I was getting at the agencies going to long-term care, which is nothing less than 50. I'm hoping for, really, if they offer me 50, I may not do it. I'm hoping for at least 60 an hour as a float nurse, maybe even 70. I heard they're really paying because they really need nurses so bad. And I will only be obligated to do one day. I'm only obligated to do 24 hours in a 2-week period. So I can do 2 days 1 week and not go back for another 2 weeks, or I can do 1 day a week. I'm only obligated to 24 hours in a pay period, but I can do more. So say if this hospital is not as strenuous as the one I would currently work, I may opt to do more. I don't know. But another thing I'm headed to do is I'm headed to do an application at one of the long-term care facilities that I work with, one of the agencies. I'm going to just do part-time, y'all. I'm going to do 2 days a week. And I'm looking to get in as maybe a weekend treatment nurse, a nurse who just, who does wounds. Every now and then they may pull you to the floor because they're short a nurse. But I just want to be the treatment nurse. I just want to come in, do the wounds on the weekend. Because y'all know them nurses don't be doing their wound care on the weekend. And we also know for the nurses who do their wound care on the weekend, it would be such a big help if you had a treatment nurse there on the weekend to take care of your wounds. Like I just recently worked a floor, and on the floor I worked, I had like 6 trach patients, and I had about 7 to 8 wound dressings to do just on my floor. Now, mind you, there's 3 other floors in that facility. So I would come in and be the treatment nurse, and then also I would cover that need for an RN in the building for at least 8 hours out of a 24-hour day. Y'all know the requirement is an RN has to be in the facility at least 8 hours of a 24-hour time span. So I would cover that requirement being the treatment nurse, and I wouldn't have to basically really be a floor nurse. Plus, being 2 days a week, I will qualify for benefits. Now, mind you, the benefits may cost a little more because I will be considered part-time, but hey, it doesn't matter, because if I need to make up any income in the interim, I can always pick up an extra shift with the hospital. Just one extra shift a week with the hospital when I need a little extra money, or I can pick up an extra shift at the long-term care facility that I'll get the job at. So y'all, that's my plan now. That's the way it's looking. I'm not going to say travel is dead, but travel has really decreased in the rates. It's decreased in the demand. And I'm in groups where so many nurses are like, just like me, like they're sending in, submitting, and nothing's sticking. They're not getting anything. And I'm almost to the point where I want to stop accepting the calls from the recruiters. Yeah, because it's just like, I'm to the point where I'm to the point where I want to stop accepting the calls from the recruiters. So yeah. So another thing is, y'all, I'm starting a business. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Also, y'all, I am starting another business. Y'all know I already got my Nurse Brand Creations where I sell my books. That has kind of slowed down, but it's slowed down. I don't be promoting it like that, y'all. I really don't be promoting it. I need to start promoting it, especially now because graduation season. There are a lot of nurses who are coming out of school, and that was the best time for me when during seasons where nurses are graduating. They really were buying up my books. So yeah, I need to try to push my books. Also, I was dealing with the loss of a friend. I had a friend who was a friend of over 20 years, y'all. She passed away, and it was really, really, it still is. It gets to me. I think about her a lot. She was my go-to. Oh, got me about to Got me about to choke up thinking about it. But she was that was my girl. Like, we would talk to each other for hours. Sometimes be on the phone for like 5 or 6 hours at a time. And she passed away, and it was really heavy on me. I try not to talk about it. I try not to think about it because it really gets to me. But I was dealing with that. And so with me starting up this business, it kind of, that was my go-to. She was busy. She knew business. I had even talked to her years ago. I was like talking about starting up a brick and mortar business. It's not the business that I'm doing now, but she was going to be my business accountant. Like, that was my girl. That girl helped me with even my book idea for my Nurse Brand Creations. I thought of doing the books, but she's the one that even made all the books. She just walked me through everything. And now every time I think about this business I'm starting, I was like, God, I wish she was here. She was so proud of me and everything I did. And we were going to do this, like, I know the business that I'm about to do now, y'all, I feel like it's really about to blow up. It's providing a service. I will tell y'all more about it once it rolls out. It's actually rolling out May the 29th. Oh yeah, y'all see my press-ons. Y'all know I only do press-ons. Because I really don't wear the nails this long. But if I do, it's not going to be while I'm working. But these are press-ons, child. Sometimes I take them right off right before I walk into a door at a job. But yeah, she was my go-to, and I'd be thinking about it. I'd be like, girl, I wish she was here. Like, we supported each other. Like, we really supported each other, and I miss her. But I know she's proud. Yeah, I know she's proud, because I just wish she was here to see this. But this business is going to be providing a service to a community, the community where I came from. Y'all do know that I said I plan in the next 2 years, I plan to move back closer to where I'm originally from. Looking at mobile homes, looking to buy some property. I will have everything with the property as far as putting the money on it and everything. I will have that by the end of the summer. But yeah, so I'm providing a service to the community, a service that is needed. I've gotten great feedback already. How I started, I initially put out a survey to see if the community will need the service, and I got such great feedback already. And this is a service that's going to be reoccurring, generating income every 30 days, and it's going to grow. I already know it's going to grow. I actually called today to give feedback to everyone who left interest on my business line about the service, and everybody who gave feedback said yes, they're ready. They've been saying they need somebody. And I've even had some customers like, I'm going to tell my sister, I'm going to tell my niece, I'm going to tell everybody about you. Because one thing with the service I'm offering, I can actually decrease the monthly price the more customers I have, because I know it's a service that people are not going to want to get rid of. They are not. I will tell y'all more about it once I roll it out, once I get the equipment. I've ordered some things already, and I'm not doing this by myself. I do have somebody in my life who we're doing this together. Basically, I try not to get too personal on here. I did make a video once before, it was real personal. My sister told me to take it down, so I took it down. So I try not to talk about my personal life too much, but this is somebody who's in my life, and this is a business that will benefit both of us going forth, wherever going forth takes us. I kind of already know where it's taking us, but I'm not going to share that with the YouTube world just yet, only because I want to kind of keep that secret. But when he do pop out, y'all gonna be, it's gonna be like bam, because the business that the service that I'm providing, he is very integral to the business, and I will do a video showing the business. Anyway, all that to say, y'all, that's what's going on with me. Yes, this nursing world is getting real like doggy dog right now. The money isn't in there. It's not flowing like that for travel nurses in acute care. They're like, rates are in California like $4,000 and $5,000 a week. I think it's going to pick up, because there's a lot of nurses who are like, we're not accepting them low rates. We'll just go do local travel, which means you work locally for an acute care facility, you get a certain pay rate. But even with that, I heard the local facilities, because census is dropping everywhere, I heard local facilities were starting out with rates of like $100 an hour, $90 an hour, $80 an hour. Some of them are dropping it like to $50 an hour. If I'm gonna make $50 an hour, y'all, I'm not gonna be nobody's staff on acute care, because acute care is very stressful to me. Well, no, I can't say that, because the place that I did go as a travel nurse, it wasn't stressful at all. But to me, if I'm going to do $50 an hour for acute care, I'll take $45 for long-term care, y'all. And the rates of what they're paying staff now in long-term care, they are paying you more because they desperately need nurses. They always needed nurses in long-term care, but they're desperate for nurses now because they got so much agency. Long-term care still is being primarily run by agency nurses, agency CNAs. And so to get a staff nurse in there, if they got to get a staff RN in there and give her $45 an hour, let's say $42 to $45 an hour, they'll do that because they're currently paying LPNs $35 and $40 an hour. That's what the LPN is taking home. So just imagine what the agency is getting for the LPN. Like if the LPN is getting $35, $40 an hour, that agency is probably getting $55 or $60 an hour for that, the LPN. So yeah, they'll bring an RN in for $45. And I'm fine with $45 at long-term care for the convenience of being home. Plus I got this other business about to pop off. I'm be honest, I really need the long-term care for the insurance. The insurance, because the service that I'll be providing, the person that's in the business with me, if it kicks off the way I think it's going to kick off, he's probably going to have to quit his regular job to go full-time with this business. And we're like co-owners. He's going to probably have to quit his full-time job for this business. And so he's either going to have to I'm not gonna get into it like that, but y'all, this is what's going on with me. If you like what you see, if you like what you're hearing, you want more information about everything, just hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be more consistent, y'all. I promise I'm going to be more consistent with my videos. I'm going to be doing some vlogging. My birthday is on Mother's Day this year. So I will be hanging out a little with my friends on Friday night. If they're comfortable with me vlogging, I'll be vlogging my night out with my friends, y'all. I'm telling y'all now, I'm going to enjoy my birthday. So the drinks will be flowing. Yeah, so I will be back with y'all guys. Like I said, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.